Okay, welcome to part 2 of the mountain fitness test. Hopefully you've already done part 1, the endurance section. If you haven't, there'll be a link in the description. Let's get into it. There are 2 major parts of this test. We're going to be testing first your general core strength, and the second part of the test is some general strength tests. But let's get into the first test. This is our core strength test. So what you'll need for this is simply a timer and a yoga mat or just some soft ground where you're comfortable being in a plank position. So to start off, we're going to assume the plank on your elbows and toes as shown, and to start off we're going to hold that for 60 seconds. Now after that 60 seconds it gets a lot more difficult. We're going to lift your right arm off the ground, hold it out straight for 15 seconds, up to 1 minute and 15. Next, we're going to return the right arm to the ground and lift the opposite arm off the ground, this time the left, and we're going to hold that for 15 seconds. Now we're up to 1 minute 30. From here, we want to return your left arm to the ground and lift the left leg off the ground and hold that up for 15 seconds. That will take us through to 1:45. From here, we're going to switch legs, holding the right off the ground for another 15 seconds. That will take us through to 2 minutes. From here, we're going to make it even more difficult, and we're going to hold that for 15 seconds. Then for the next 15, we're going to swap those limbs. So holding for another 15 seconds, your left arm off the ground and the right leg. And for the final section, we're going to go back to holding that standard plank on your elbows for as long as you can. So we're going until failure. Reaching that failure point is really important. We want to know where your maximum level is. That's exactly what testing is about. So go as hard as you can and hold it for as long as possible. And as soon as you hit that failure point, whether it's within the first minute or whether it's 10 minutes after, hit your timer, record that, put that in your training journal, and then we're going to retest that next time. Okay, that's the core strength section done. Now we're going to get into part 2, which is our general strength tests. Okay, for this part of the test, we're performing the following exercises, one after the other, with a minute to do as many reps as you possibly can. So we're going to start off with dips. Now we've got a couple of different variations here that you can choose from. Choose the one that is doable for you in good form, that you can hold for roughly a minute. Now it's important that the next time you do this test, you use the same variation, and that goes for all of the exercises in this test. You want to at least use the same variation and the same circumstances 2 or 3 times so you can see some linear improvement and so that you're measuring the same thing. So we start with dips for 60 seconds and we do as many as we can during that time. At the end of the 60 seconds, then we can take 2 minutes rest. So take that 2 minutes, have a drink, set yourself up so you're ready to go. Then we start our sit-ups. So as many sit-ups as you can in 60 seconds. At the end of that 60 seconds, again, we take 2 minutes rest, have a drink, get your heart rate back down and set yourself up for the next exercise, which is push-ups. So for these, we're going to choose a different variation based on where you're at. Usually I don't recommend doing push-ups on knees at all, but for the sake of a testing protocol, it works well. All right, so again, same format, 60 seconds, as many as you can. Then resting for 2 minutes to get prepared for the next exercise, which is box jumps. Now for box jumps, this is a very demanding and quite high impact exercise. So if you're not up for box jumps, you can just replace that with regular bodyweight squats. So that's up to you. Choose whichever variation you like and go ahead for 60 seconds, as many as you can. And then resting 2 minutes before our final exercise, which is pull-ups. Now, any kind of upper body pull work will do. I recommend either doing a pull-up with your palms out as shown, or a row, some sort of under bar or suspension row. As long as you can replicate that again exactly in the coming weeks when you redo the tests. And 60 seconds, as many as you can, recording your results and then we are done with the tests. So to get all the information on interpreting these results, just download the PDF. The link is in the description. This is really great to just be able to save on your phone. It's handy to have when you go outside or into the gym to do your testing. You'll have all the information there and you won't have to watch this video again. So I highly recommend downloading that PDF. So how do you make an improvement on the test results that you've got? Well, in these next two videos here, I've got an advanced and a beginner free workout for you to try. These are full workout routines that will take you through from A to Z, and they're taken from our training programs. So head on over to these videos. I will see you in the next video.